Hi Collective, welcome to the channel, Cosmic Divine Dreamer. Hi everyone. So this is going to be a collective message for all of my starseeds, the earth angels, the lightworkers, 144,000. So I feel this urgency to get this message out, but it's like I want to make sure that I deliver it accurately. Like I've had to restart like 3 times. There's something with the power of threes too, and I'm feeling a lot of this red energy. You know, red is the root chakra, right? But it's also like urgency, right? Like I've been feeling like a lot of like it's time to get things in order. It's time to make these major changes, right? And I don't know if it's because it's like exciting. If you're, you know, gifted soul here helping with the shift to humanity, even though we know that, you know, we're dismantling everything and you know that there's going to be destruction and everything. It's kind of exciting in a way because we know that the shift is happening, if that makes sense. You know, maybe that's the little bit of the rebel in me, right? A little indigo ness. But I do believe I'm a hybrid of an indigo and a crystal starseed. But anyway, there's a little bit of that rebel in there. But anyway, so I think what it is too is that for you, you may have been waiting for this time to come because you've been following things by the book. You've been doing things as you were supposed to, because there's some of you were in contracts that you needed to be freed from. So you know that when you know the storm comes, that you're, you know, it's kind of exciting because when the clearing happens, you know that you're going to emerge, right? That, you know, something beautiful is coming. Because see, I just pulled these 3 decks out we're going to be working with, right? And by the book is here on the bottom. You could be seeing elephants. It could be confirmation that, you know, symbolism, right? Or, you know, symbolism, synchronicities, numbers. You know, it's the way that the universe connects with us. It's the keys and the codes to the universe, right? So if you've been seeing elephants, it's letting you know you've been following things by the book, right? And things are getting ready to change for you. We also have the wish here with the unicorn. You're about to get a wish because you were following things by the book. You were doing everything just as you are. And we have the North Star here. And what I'm getting with this is, you know, this is you're definitely in your North Node. So you guys are, you know, going towards your destiny. And that's also why you could be coming up against so many things that are trying to block and stop you. Because the enemy doesn't want you going after your North Star, in fact, right? Right? But there's something constraining you here. You know, your deepest desires constrain you. Let them go and clear your mind. Because for some of you, you could be holding on to a certain way that something is going to present itself for you, or you could in fact have the wrong idea, like, you know, like a certain love or a certain outcome to a situation, right? Like a lot of us, we, you know, we're healers. We want to heal everybody. We want to bring everybody with us, you know, but some people are not meant to go with us on our next path, right? So you could still be constraining yourselves by your desires because you want certain people to come with you because you don't want to let them go. Look, I haven't been making up. Time is of the essence. Tick-tock, tick-tock. But if you look at that clock, and another thing too is I've been getting hot air balloons. It kind of looks like a hot air balloon is breaking this clock, right? But I'm getting that time is up. You know, these contracts are over. So for some of you, if you're being guided away, you're being guided to let go of certain people, situations, make movements, you need to know that time is of the essence. And that might be why you're feeling this urgency too. Some of you could literally, yeah, look at the cheetah here, go the distance. Some of you could be like in this energy where you know that you have to get ready to make a movement. I'm getting for some of you too, you could be in danger. Yeah, look, forever yours. Why I'm getting that you could be in danger is because I seen a clip of everything is always symbolic to me, especially when you're very tapped in. You take everything that comes across. That's some sort of time message, right? When you reach a certain level of consciousness. But I seen a cheetah was a family of cheetahs, and it was getting a drink at the water, and an alligator had grabbed it so quickly, took it underwater and started spinning it, and there was nothing that could be done. And so even though it was surrounded by its family, it was still tricked, right? It was like, so there's something about that, right? And Forever Yours, like somebody, because I also been getting like other spirit animals that I'm coming up as a warning. Like I got the meerkat, which is impending danger and things like that. So you really need to trust your intuition at this time, whatever you guys are feeling guided, because I really feel that the enemy is really not wanting to let go. I was getting too, some people could have trauma bonded to you because they're drawn to your light, right? Because we radiate at such a high frequency, our light is definitely seen. Oh, hold on guys, I have to plug in my computer. Alright. So your light is seen at such a high frequency. Okay, split it right back there. That it's definitely seen by the enemy. So you know that the enemy is definitely coming to try to attach itself, right? For some of these people, it's like you're their source of light. Like, look at this skeleton, right? Like, she is just holding her hand so delicately, right? It's like some of you, it's like this wants to be saved, right? And it's interesting, I was just clicking off a video too that I was going to go back to watching that it said somebody, you had saved Earth Angel saves the soul and earns their wings. So an Earth Angel, a fallen angel, had earned her wings from saving some souls because somebody just did not give up. That's very beautiful, too. Alright. I'm starting to get a lot of different downloads coming through. Alright, well, let's get into more of the cards and we'll see. But yeah, so some people, like, they might not be wanting to let go of you because they know you're their source of light, right? You're their connection to source energy, right? You're definitely blessed. See, and it's time to go. Not everybody can be on this bridge for you. You could be feeling as though this doorway with this gate is fading. Like, you know it. It's time to go. Okay, let's get some more. Keep seeing community. I sang yang energy and now I just seen yin. So this is about a balancing out of energies. For some of you, like, you have a counterpart energy that's coming in for you. It's like, for some of you, you've been holding on to past soulmates that were blocking you from, like, twin flames. I know everybody doesn't like to hear about the twin flames, but the twin flames are the 144,000. And for some of you, your entire lifetimes, you've had people that have been blocking you from your twin. Because these are very, very powerful unions coming together. And I've been talking about this is the year of unions because this is when these karmic bonds, it's time's up. Divine's been coming in and clearing these out because some of us have stayed so dedicated to these karmic bonds. God's been coming in and clearing justice, right? I'm getting somebody like just made the cut too. That's beautiful. This is like a fallen angel that just made the cut. So they got granted their wings, and someone that did not want to give up on their contract. Look at her poised. Someone got her wings. Or got his wings. Somebody made the cut. They did the work. They followed things by the book. Wow. I almost want to cry. That's really beautiful. peace and harmony is definitely coming in. So the earth angels are being called to their positions of power at this time. You're being called to move. You could be noticing things moving away. God, divine source is stepping in, clearing the pathways for you so you can get away from these attachments, so you can make these movements. Some of you are literally, time's up, you're going to be moving. It's about creation at this time. Let go of anything that is holding you down, and just start to create what you desire. But there's no place like home, knowing that home's within. Wow, I love that. We get surprised sometimes in these messages because we don't know how these are going to go. It's like I get just as wild with some of the downloads and the stuff that comes through, right? Valor, I'm forever yours. Okay, let's see. I like to look at a few before I pull them. See, I just seen 11:11 on the clock. Dragon Beauty, Raven, Summon the Reaper. So, I seen Summon the Reaper and it came out. This is from the Gothic Oracle. I'm going to have to take a look. Oh, Lifeblood was in reverse. Was I hoping? Lifeblood. We're going to take a look at these. You guys could be seeing ravens too. This could be significant. Rose Fairy, Owl Messenger. The truth. For a lot of you, you're going to be getting the truth that's part of your message. And here's Owl Messenger again. So you're going to be getting message that new contracts are definitely coming in. Let's see, the truth. The owl's holding a scroll. Light the darkness. We're seeing again too. Alright, I don't want to get too many. Only love remains. Await the night. Okay. Because there's different messages. I like to look in the book too to get the messages, especially when it's a newer deck for me. Owl Messenger. See how they help me? Communication. A young woman casts an owl from her balcony holding a scroll between its claws. The bird flies into the sky with the great speed in the eyes firmly set on the destination. In our modern age, we receive many messages throughout our day. We no longer rely on just the mail carrier to deliver letters and documents, since we now have an array of electronics means for sending and receiving information. So somebody's going to be getting some sort of message via a form of electronics, right? If you have drawn this card, it could seem that a message is headed in your direction. Is the information or confirmation you have been waiting on, or will it be a complete surprise? As well as the personal greeting letters and journal correspondence, this card also suggests contracts and much awaited test results. Although owl messengers can predict mail arriving on your doorstep, it can also encourage you to put pen to paper, so to speak. Have you got forms that need filling out or sending, or might a loved one appreciate a call of some kind of contact? A message could make your day. Some of you could be realizing that you have auto writing too. I didn't even realize I had this years ago. When I would get upset, there'd be so much going on in my head, I would just get a notebook, right? And I would just start writing stuff down. Yeah. And then when I started to realize the power of affirmations too, and that things are very much coming true on things I was writing, and then I was sort of like, wait a minute, where was that book? Right? So for some of you, you could be noticing some new skills and abilities, right, that are coming out. Alright, so let's see. What should I look at? Valor we had seen too. There's a circumstance when we are called into conflict and must consider the best method of response. In some situations, choosing not to respond in order of entering into combat is the best course of action, but this card reminds us that there will be a time when it is vital for you to stand your ground and fight. Yeah, definitely pick your battles. Don't let the enemy get a rise out of you, but at the same time, like, you'll know when it's time for you to stand your ground. Okay. Something they've been working a lot with me the last. Okay, lifeblood is about endings. If you have drawn this card, the lifeblood may be draining from a situation. There will always be times when endings are sad or unexpected, but this card also represents the need to consciously cut away those things or people that are unhealthy or have outstayed their welcome. In this sense, lifeblood can be a positive card encouraging acute awareness and discernment, knowing when something is over. However, challenging that might be, can be an asset in both your personal and professional life. An ending may be upon you, and knowing that it is either necessary or unavoidable is part of this card's message. The Reaper is not a figure to fear, but to respect, and in some cases, appreciate. Wow. What I don't like is that for some of you, there could literally be an ending where some are no longer going to be here in this realm. Because for some, you know, like we were seeing the tied to the woman, right? I never like to give messages like this, but there are some that they're simply not going to let you go. And by not letting you go, it's Divine's way of cutting these contracts. Like if they were going to be turned by the enemy, if they're going to be weaponized to come to destroy you, to stop you. Because for some, it's like nobody's going to get you if I can't have you. There are some really dark attachments here. And there's been so many death spells and things like that. All the magic, all the black magic, all the dark magic, everything's being reversed at this time. It has to, for the polarity. I'm getting for some, it's like it's going to be a revenge type of thing. For some, it's not even going to be out of love. She's got revenge in her eyes, like time's up. Because for some, like these death spells that were put out, it comes back. And it often doesn't come back just to the people that present them. It comes back to their loved ones. So if these death unalive spells come back and take out some of their loved ones, and they know that it's because of you in their eyes. For some, they may even think that you have sent out black magic or have done this dark magic to take out their loved ones, but they don't realize that it was in fact their own castings. But you see what I mean, how it can turn into be revengeful, and that can make them want to come after you. So Divine might be protecting you by these endings. Wow, what is Summon the Reaper? Remember too, this is a collective reading. I give this for the collective. It's not every story. I wouldn't be thinking about this. That's why focus on you at this time. I don't ever look at karma because I don't want to project it. Being a prophet to knowing that my words carry weight. I'm very careful with what I do say. I don't project any of those things, but it's coming out in the cards for a message for somebody because you need to know it was for your safety, it was for your protection. Okay, it's important for somebody to know that. Summon the Reaper. Time is always running out and there is little we can do about that. If you have drawn this card, evaluation of some kind is necessary. How will you choose to live in the coming chapters of your life? What adventure is next on your list? In a general reading, you are being reminded that the sands of time wait for nobody. Maybe you need to set the wheel in motion and do something you've been itching to get on with or were putting off for a rainy day. Another message I'm getting to for some of you, like if you're being called to go somewhere, you're getting that urge to go do something, listen to it. Because Divine will move you away from troubling situations. You know, like if somebody is coming, you know, to harm you, and all of a sudden you can, you know, get a feeling or something to leave, go somewhere, whatever. Like normally if it's something impending or impeding, something, like you'll feel the urgency. Okay. Only love remains. Memories. If you have drawn this card, it means that the past is somewhat significant to your question. While you may feel as though your life is now colorless without something or someone you held dear, this may not be wholly true. This card is a reminder of good times and a chance to reminisce, but also remind us of the dangers that living in the past can bring. There is always more to achieve and enjoy. This card is card of times gone by. Only love remains will simply alert you that the past, in some readings, alert you to the past. A solution could be found in a previous life lesson, or in some instances, someone from your past could make a reappearance. Like I said, for some of you, there's very, very powerful divine unions that are meant to commence for the restructuring, and they're going to happen. So there's no stopping them, and that could also be why there's going to be protection, because the universe is going to make these happen. So somebody from the past could be resurfacing, because some of these twin flame unions, like, they barely got started. For some of you, you've never even met your true twin yet. For others of you, I mean, there's so many different messages I could go with this. Okay, the Raven is about shape-shifting. I'm going to explain a little bit about this one. Okay, so shape-shifting is the ability to physically transform and can be found in mythology and folklore. From the Greek gods such as Zeus, who changed his identity to a swan to seduce Leda, to the Celtic tale of Surtwick. Okay, I'm going to get into all this, but anyway, there are times when we can all shape-shift in our daily life, such as we put on a brave face or a mask or disappointment. We might do this to protect our own emotions or other people. Like, it's just like I could, like, I know that I shapeshift by the different spirit animals. Like, I can tap into many different spirit animals and use that to my ability, to my advantage. Like, if I need to quickly disguise, if I need to do, you know what I mean? I can quickly take on, you know, the animal, like the octopus and things like that, and think very clever. And if I feel that I'm threatened, I can, you know, take on, you know, my lion energy and things like that. And you can invoke these spirit animals and take on their traits. Right? So it's really embodying these energies, right? Just like it's a lot of times it's demons too that can shapeshift and get into different people and jump around different families. I've literally watched it. I can see demons, but I've literally watched it jump out of one child, go into the next, to the next, to the next, right? So anyway, we're bringing this up. Shapeshifting is definitely significant. All right, you could be seeing a lot of ravens, and a lot of ravens too is letting you know if like black magic spell work, you could have monitoring spirits to these ravens, right? Things like that. So it could be a sign that that's going on, and you're dealing with a shapeshifter. But let's read more about the card. It says, if you have drawn this card, it might be time to shapeshift. Okay, so maybe some of you are being called to take on some of these different things. If you're hoping to secure a high-profile job, then you might need to dress or sound the part. If you want to invite love, I mean, you can change your physical appearance to change, right? The woman in this card is manifesting qualities inherited with her that will assist her in her journey. It's interesting that I'm talking a lot about disguises and like disappearing is what I'm getting with this. For some of you may need to disguise or disappear. It might need to be for your protection as well. Dragon beauty. Because I'm really getting that whatever movements you're making, do them in silence here. Dragon Beauty is about gifts. What could be better than being told you are doing a good job or being congratulated for your efforts? In some readings, this card is a hint of a promotion. If you have drawn this card, you know that the gift of good news is on its way, and new opportunities may be headed in your direction. It is simple as retrograde. It's getting to me. Okay, so be reminded of your qualities, admired and noticing will give you a much needed boost. So some sort of gift or good news is on its way. Let's look at the one that was on the bottom of Week the Night. It's about freedom. Like I said, a lot of you are being set free. True freedom is living a life that allows for choice without constraints. We might think of freedom of being physical like a vampire in our coffin during a daylight hours. But freedom of thought and expression, especially as being our authentic selves. It is a privilege not everyone has the luxury of. For some of you, you may have, you may shapeshift and change when you're around certain people. I've noticed that's a sign, too, when you're being protective of your energy. My Bluetooth is getting low. That I'll immediately change when I'm around certain individuals because I have to get in that defensive, protective mode, right? Pay attention to those things, right? Because intuitively you know if you change around a certain individual. So, Await the Night says, if you have drawn this card, it can represent both the nature of being controlled and the act of releasing yourself from a restriction. Now might be the time to fight for your own freedom, whether this means doing what you wish to, saying what is on your mind, or cutting ties with those who wish to hush you or keep you under their control. This card asks that you consider how free you really are within a given situation or relationship. What might you need to say or do to experience true freedom and live an authentic life? Right? Okay. Wow, so I'm almost at 30 minutes. So I'm going to be doing a tarot reading too for all my Earth Angels, Starseeds, 144,000. But I'm going to do a next reading because I'm going to have to plug in my Bluetooth here. Actually, I might be able to just do it now. Hopefully I don't glitch off my camera. I'll be so upset. If the video ends, that's what happened. Okay. Because I didn't get any of the Soul Helper Oracle right. Yeah, we were just looking at the Wisdom of the Oracle. Because I'm really feeling these reds. This one jumped right off the top. A difficult path is being revealed. Another, I'm getting Dark Horse with that. There's something very significant with the horses. 4 horsemen. Something about the Dark Horse. Ask for help and learn that we are all connected. It's another raven. A message is trying to reach you. There's definitely a message trying to reach you. Be vigilant. The spirit world wishes to reach. So this could be a message, like I said, not in a normal way. I mean, there could be something coming through, but Spirit's gonna, I think it's gonna like guide you to the, like, you're gonna get something. Some sort of synchronicity. Something is gonna happen, and have courage. Awaken the warrior light within you. Remember how it was talking about, like, you need to know when to stand your ground? And somebody really needs to be set free from a situation. Whatever's making you feel restricted, whatever's stopping you, that's a sign of what's blocking you. Because at this time, you're being called to your position of power. You're being called to go where you feel guided to at this time. So whatever is resisting you, blocking you, holding you down, stopping you, those are signs of what you need to let go of. Know that freedom begins where desire ends. when you're living your desires, when you're going after what you want. You cast a spell with your existence. Magic flows brightly and radiantly within you. Nature is calling you. For some of you, get outside. Like I said, you could, I was getting yesterday in my download, poltergeists and things like that. Things very much get casted through the electronics. It's interesting, as I was commenting in a chat. How do I say this? So you have to be careful about how you put things, right? But it was talking about, like, what if, basically saying, like, what if their plan was, with the altering of the DNA over the last couple of years, what they were doing to try to prevent everybody from getting sick, right? And many were scared that it was altering the DNA. And she said, well, what if the part was they knew that the ones that were here to save the world were going to resist against that? So in the end, they would be the ones that were getting battled, because, you know what I mean? The smoke and mirrors, how you really flip it. And my thing is I know that there was things in it too. The nanos, right? To connect you, to link you into your phone, to get you synced up to the system, to the network, to the frequency that they release through the music, through the TV, through everything, right? You're right. And that way everybody's kind of shut off while they are 3131 psychically attacking all of the ones, because they know that the chosen are the ones that break the matrix. That's why we're awakened, right? They know that. I don't know, why did I come out with that? I don't know why I felt to bring that out. It's for somebody. The spend time outdoors, there is things that go through the phones, the electronics, everything. You got to break away from electronics, right? Break away from electronics, get outdoors. You're going to get the messages are going to come to you through spirit. The universe talks to those who listen. The secrets are revealed to the ones that look for them. A wonderful surprise is coming. Something entirely new awaits you. That's what I mean. It could be, let's just say, the system blocking this from you. Getting outdoors can allow you to find this. And a miracle's getting ready to happen, baby. I keep on this a wonderful surprise. Follow your vision. Never lose sight of what's really important. The time is right. Seize the day and make progress on your soul path. Alright, I'm going to leave this one here because I'm at 30 minutes. All right. So I'm going to do a tarot reading next. Feel free to watch that. It'll be down below on the channel next to this one. Subscribe, definitely. Like the video. Comment below. Send me some emojis. All that love, definitely. I feel it. I send it back to you. Donate energetically just by liking the videos. Right? Let's help spread these videos, right? Have the courage to be free. Know that freedom begins where desire ends. Yeah, they're showing me that again. Set yourself free. And you are experiencing a spiritual blossoming, taking a new direction and being open to new experiences. Yes. So beautiful. And the electronics would be hindering some of these spiritual advancements too. They literally do. Yeah, that's why, like, I really got to cleanse the energy and all of that. It takes a lot just to really get to where we can get the downloads and channel the messages and things like that. My Wi-Fi literally went down, which is crazy. Is because I'm in a motel, right? And I've always had, stable service here. And literally, like, right before the end of the year, like, it went out. And my kids are, like, freaking out, right? And because they're like, we need to have Wi-Fi, Mom. It's getting ready to be Christmas and everything. And I actually called it was on Christmas, actually. And I was like, oh my gosh, they can't even get on, download their new games, whatever, do all that stuff. So I actually called, and the cable company actually came out and did a check and everything. And they checked everything, like, yeah, you're up and running, everything's fine, but it wouldn't work in our room. And literally, like, we could go to the room next door on both sides. Like, everybody's got, like, internet access, but we don't in our room. Just our room's out. And it was like 3444 as I say that. See, I knew all those fours. I knew there was protection. They were like, call them back. And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm like, you guys can go with your little phones. I'm like, I don't care. The game systems don't need to be going. It's been causing me madness. Plus, the stuff like possesses my son, I swear. There's stuff in the games that gets to him. So, you know, and then it was allowing the kids to leave the room, go to the front. I'm like, okay, yep, I'm not. Everything happens for a reason. It really does. But yeah, so I knew that there was something significant to that. And I'm still able to upload, right? Do a hotspot, right? So, it's forcing me to take a break. I always look at those things. There's always a higher order to things. There's a higher order to good and bad, and there's always a polarity of something good's happening. You know what I mean? There's always, that's why this karma's got to be paid. These things, success and happiness are coming. Very much so. All right. Love and light to all of you. 3550, last angel number, source code number for all of you. Bye.